Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Block it, block it.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Opposite. Check, check. Alert, alert.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Texans had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Alert, alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that big screen pass looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Robinson up the middle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Buddy Johnson there on the stop. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Lawrence on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Mills now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out comes Houston. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mills to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe Possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And to throw again is Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Davis Mills and the Texans back out to take over once more. And his struggles, they're continuing. He had 3 interceptions in last week's ball game. 2 more already here before halftime as they take over with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Texans will take over. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake, Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. Dodges him at the 50. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A first down throw for Mills. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half, Mills. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Davis Mills and his Texans offense get set for another possession. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm and really think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Mills on first down. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mills. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down, Mills. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down and a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On the give, here's Robinson. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And just a yard to go here on second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now left side on the swing pass. Touchdown! James Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Mills. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. And the Jags grab it, so they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston set to take over. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Rolling to his right. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll run the screen with Bowden. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Lawrence will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Bass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jaguars, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.